My husband cheated on me, so I eloped with his mistress.
My career was less a job and more silent language. I am a deep-sea acoustic data analyst, specializing in translating the complex chatter of the deep ocean, the clicks of sperm whales, the rumble of hydrothermal vents, and the distant, haunting signatures of tectonic activity, into usable scientific data. 5 years ago, that language called me to the edge of the world with the offer of a lifetime. The directorship of a premier oceanic bioacoustics lab in Reykjavik, Iceland. It was the role that promised me a tenured legacy, and the keys to a kingdom of unexplored data. Yet David, my husband, an architect who needed my social grace and financial stability to launch his own firm in Boston, convinced me to wait. I traded the profound, icy isolation of the North Atlantic for the predictable, sunlit comfort of a large, empty house, and my world of vast, significant sound shrank to the muffled silence of unfulfilled domesticity. The deception that unfolded over the next 2 years was built entirely on my own sacrifice. David's work became an ever-present, demanding excuse for long hours, sudden travel, and the slow, insidious habit of sleeping in his own office to meet deadlines. I initially accepted this narrative, proud to support his burgeoning success, but the physical absence eventually bled into an emotional one. He came home exhausted but strangely distant, showering me with carefully rationed affection that felt less like love and more like a managerial quota. The sound I now analyzed most keenly was the silence in our shared bedroom. The silence that amplified the persistent, gnawing regret that I had given up my entire purpose for a man who seemed to value his ambition and his secrets far more than he valued me. The evidence arrived not through carelessness, but through the deliberate path of technology. One Tuesday morning, a calendar invitation popped up on my desktop for a client dinner, Chicago, which overlapped precisely with a text message I'd received from David that same minute claiming he was on a late flight to Dallas. This small, illogical discrepancy gave me the cold, focused permission I needed. I bypassed his phone with a calmness that belied the internal quake, tracing the lies back 2 years through cloud backups and digital wallet activity. The name Serena appeared frequently, often with the same gentle affection he had once reserved for me. The discovery did not bring the expected storm of rage, only a profound, crystalline clarity. David was a liability, and his deceit had inadvertently given me back the clarity I'd lost. My first action was to text Serena, not in anger, but in shared recognition. Serena, this is Alara. We both know David. Coffee tomorrow. No drama.